Hey guys, what's going on? You're gonna like this video. Now, once again, you guys know me. I love research, right? I love research. I want to know everything there is to know about building muscle. It is one of my obsessions other than military science. So I was re and you guys know the best way to actually find the answer to a question is to always look outside of the box, right? You want to know how to build muscle? Don't look at bodybuilders because they're set out to build muscle, right? You want to know how to build muscle? Look at people who built muscle accidentally. Look at people who don't choose to build muscle but built it. And then after you look at all these people, which is what I do, pull out a piece of paper and write down the common threads. Write down what they have in common, and what you find will blow your mind. So while doing this thing, I was studying every muscle group. I started with traps. Obviously, you guys know that's my obsession. I still don't have the traps I want, but I'm still doing research. But I was looking at chest, right? And I was studying gorillas. I wrote down a piece of paper all the most muscular, jacked animals on the planet, and I'm gonna get to the tiger and the lion later on, whatever. But I was studying gorillas in particular, right? The silverback gorilla, badass, Kerchak. You guys remember Kerchak from Disney's Tarzan? I actually learned English watching Disney's Tarzan when I was 12. But anyway, and I was asking questions, right? The secret to life, to knowledge, to ask questions. Be humble. I asked everybody, hey man, why do you think gorillas have big chests? One of the most answers I got was genetics. Genetics, the body just made like that. And you guys know, even if I know genetics is the answer, I would never take it as a final conclusion because nature does nothing, well, does little by coincidence. Everything is for a reason. So I thought, okay, gorillas have massive pecs. The purpose of the body, not just the human body, but the animal body, is to survive, right? Survival. What does a big chest, do for a gorilla? And I realized it's not just the gorillas that have it. It's the silverback, the heaviest motherfucker in the group, is the one with the big ass chest. Then I started coming up with my own theories. Maybe because he pounds his chest. No, because even the babies and the females pound their chest. They don't have that massive pack. And I thought, what is the function of the pec muscles? And you guys know I have, where's my book, man? I have Gray's Anatomies right there, right? I look it up and I look at the muscles, the functions, whatever, and I realize, well, the chest does, crossovers. The chest brings the humerus close to the body. I thought, well, gorillas don't do flies. They don't grab shit. They don't give fucking hugs and shit, right? I thought, okay, bench press, right? Most common exercise. I thought, not really. Gorillas don't really do any benching movement. What do gorillas do that gives them big pecs? And I asked my uncle that. He really couldn't think of anything. Then I asked Matt that, Lazy Lion, Matt. And he said, well, John, if you think about it, just the way they forget motion, just the way they stand, they're activating the chest. And I was like, you know what? That makes sense, right? When the silverback is standing, right? His pecs are activated. If you don't believe me, just look. This is me benching. Look at my chest, right? I'm benching. Do you see any motion, right? I'm doing flies. Do you really see any movement? Now look at me. See, look at me doing like, the gorilla stance. And gorilla's just like, whoa, like that. You see how my pecs contract? Also, I've read a document the other day where they compared the bench press and the cable crossovers. I made a video about that. They found out that the cable crossovers activates, at the bottom, not the cable crossovers here, the cable crossovers down here, activates the packs just as much as the bench press, right? Even with like less weight. And they found out because the bench press, even though it's heavy and it's powerful, your triceps and your shoulders help you, and then you don't get like a full, contraction because the pecs don't just stop here. The pecs do all of this shit right here, right? You see? Look at me doing the bench press. Look at me doing flies. You see this shit right there? And the bench press doesn't give you that. So that's the only reason why cable crossovers work so well, developing the chest on top of bench press. I'm not saying you should put the bench press away. So I thought, cable crossovers at the bottom. Then I thought about what Matt said. The gorilla stands like this, so his pecs are contracted. Now watch this. Say I'm doing this, right, and I'm just standing like a fucking silverback, and and that's the reason why the silverback has it, not the other gorillas have it. The silverback weighs almost 2 to 3 times as much as the other gorillas. Heavy motherfucker, sometimes up to 800 pounds. Now, if I'm doing this, or you doing this, and you put a heavy backpack on your back, or you have your friend sit on your back, which is, to try to emulate the size of a gorilla, he has all that muscle mass and weight on his back. You know what's gonna hurt? Just do it for like about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Your front does start to burn, and then your pecs don't even move. Just stay like this static. Your pecs start to burn. I did experiment. I did like put my feet up on the wall, and I just stayed like this for a minute. Then I got up and I took a stool. I put my hands like that, and I just let all my weight drop, and my pecs started burning. I was like, bingo. That's why gorillas have these big ass pecs. Not from this, because they all do it. They don't have big pecs. Not from any crossing motion because they don't do any of that, but because the heavy silverback motherfucker has to stay like this all day long unless he's sleeping and handle, and his pecs and his delts and his forearms, which are also fucking massive, have to handle all that tension of the heavy ass weight. So you want to develop a big chest, do any movement that allows your chest to contract downward. You can still do your bench press, you can still do your crossovers, but make sure you do either decline press or dips. See, look at that. Dips, bench press, dips, bench press. See the difference? The bottom. That's how you really get that chest to grow, right? And then they also find out on subversity.com, which is a great website to look at studies, that the decline bench hits more of your pecs than all the other bench movements. Um, so that's one thing to consider. Decline bench is how a gorilla pretty much stands. So guys, I hope this video helps. This is just an example of how you could just look at animals or anything else in nature and learn bodybuilding principles, right? And once again, I know the comments are coming. Oh, it's a gorilla. It's not a human. Don't forget, the musculature of a gorilla is very similar to human. In fact, gorillas are 98% similar to humans in DNA. 98, not 90, not 85, 98%. And their muscles, their musculature is very similar to ours, except for like a few differences. So there it is right there, guys. That's why gorillas have big pecs. And I'm gonna study lions and their triceps and all the other muscular animals and see where I could draw bodybuilding gems from. All right, guys. Hope that helps. I'm out of here. Post your questions on the Facebook fan page. Look in the contacts for all my contact information, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe.